guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you guys are bouncing like a newborn baby. My name is Bukomi Baker Crow. So guys, I'm here with another one, and the title of this video is a warning for Germans visiting the USA. That is, this is a warning for Germany people who are planning to visit the USA. What are the things you need to take note before you visit USA as a German, as a Germany person? So let's find out, guys.
There is a part of life here in Germany, something that I like to do often, that I believe is much safer when done in Germany than when done in the United States. And I think this video should serve as a warning for all Germans or Europeans in general visiting the USA. Now, I'm sure you've probably heard about the joke or stereotype that Germans will not cross the street when there is a red light. Even when there's no cars coming, they won't walk across the street until the pedestrian light turns green and allows them to go. And yeah, this is a stereotype and sort of a joke, but there's also a lot of truth to it. People are pretty orderly and structured when it comes to following traffic rules here, in my opinion. But recently I've been noticing some behavior that's, while usually completely safe in Germany, might get people into a little bit of trouble in the United States.
All right.
That's bad coffee.
What is your opinion of German people and crosswalks?
Oh, crosswalks, yeah.
Do you speak English?
I was thinking so hard. They don't look for cars. They think that that's a shield. They think that if they're in between these lines, cars just can't hit them. So they just blindly walk through it. Doesn't matter how fast the car's going. They just think they're indestructible.
I do have to agree with Mikey here. I am usually a bit surprised by how quickly and confidently people in Germany will step out into a crosswalk.
Now, there's sort of two types of crosswalks. There's a crosswalk that has a light that controls the traffic of pedestrians and cars, okay? But then there's these crosswalks that have no lights, and it is left up to the discretion and judgment of the driver whether or not they need to stop and let a pedestrian cross or not. These are the ones that I'm talking about. Now, what you just saw there was an absolutely great example of what I'm talking about. Those girls were starting off on the crosswalk, and the car that stopped could have easily gone through the crosswalk on the other side of the road before they reached that point, but the driver stopped and waited and waited and waited until the people fully cleared the crosswalk. Pedestrian is king.
Now, Mikey's perspective that he just talked about, I don't think that is that uncommon in the United States. I've talked about it before. The United States is a car culture, not a pedestrian culture. Now, since I moved to Germany, I have become a hardcore pedestrian. I love walking places. So I am actually on the side of the pedestrian, which I do like about Europe and Germany, is that the pedestrian is king here, not the car.
So I did that little experiment there for quite a while, and every single car stopped and let me cross the crosswalk before they went on. It was a situation where many of them could have easily just driven in front of me and it would have still been safe for everybody, but they all stopped and they waited for me to finish crossing the crosswalk. Now, I do not believe that that same little experiment would have the same results in the United States. Now, you see there in that experiment, I really hesitate to go out into the crosswalk until I am completely certain that the car is stopping. This is because in the United States, that's how you have to do it. You can't blindly trust that just because there's a crosswalk there, the cars are going to stop. You have to wait and confirm that they will stop, because very often, cars won't stop in the U.S.
Interesting. Wow, amazing. Like, the traffic rules, even though there's still, you know, red light traffic and cars are not coming, and the Germans still wait till the traffic light turns green. Wow, impressive. Like, I think some Ghanaians to do that here in Africa, because I stay here in Ghana, even though I'm a Nigerian. Some Ghanaians do that, but just few of them though. There was a time that I wanted to cross and the traffic light was still red and there was no car coming, and this set of Ghanaians were just standing there looking. Me, I was like, what are you wasting time? So the next thing I did was to just, you know, cross. And people were just staring at me that, is this girl okay? Some people actually joined me. I don't know whether they're Ghanaians or Nigerians, because it was kind of strange because no cars was coming at all. Wow, interesting. That's really nice to hear. And the crosswalk, the fact that the cars will have to wait for you, even though you are crossing from afar, they will still wait for you to cross before they go. Don't try that in Africa. In Africa, we don't have crosswalks like that. We don't have crosswalks. But even though we have, no cars will wait because nobody is patient enough to do that, because they believe you should run fast. And I saw some of them actually catwalking, taking their time to, you know, cross on the crosswalk, and the car that was coming from afar, the car was almost getting to them and they stopped. He said in USA it's not like that. In USA you have to be sure that they are willing to stop for you before you cross, but in Germany, yeah, you have to stop. You don't have a choice, you have to do that. But this is a warning. Africa, it doesn't happen in Africa, because in Africa people are, you know, worked up with a lot of things. There are a lot of stress going on. People, you know, don't try it in Africa. I think he said not only in Germans, some Europeans to do that a lot. In some European countries they do that a lot, but in Africa, yeah, please don't try it, because most of these drivers are not patient at all. So let's keep watching, guys.
So I looked up some statistics. These are from 2020, the last year that the statistics are available, and the number of pedestrians killed in road traffic accidents in Germany in 2020 was 421. The number in the United States, 6,205. Now we have to take into account the different population. Germany's got a population of about 83 million, the United States about 330 million, so we've got to multiply Germany's number by about 4 to get the proper ratio, and if we do that, that brings it to 1,673 deaths in Germany if Germany was the size of the United States, compared to the United States' actual number of 6,205. So according to these numbers, when adjusted for population, a pedestrian is 4 times more likely to be killed in a traffic accident in the United States than in Germany. That's pretty big. In the States, car is king, and this is evident just by the way that cities are laid out and roads are laid out. It's very difficult to walk places in the United States. US cities are just not very walkable. That's because many of the cities were built with the car in mind, and that stays true to today, in my opinion. The car is king, and when you come up to a crosswalk, it's very common that cars will not stop, and you gotta wait for a nice person to come and stop before you can walk across the crosswalk. Whereas here in Germany, the second you walk up to the crosswalk, cars slam on their brakes and you walk across.
Wow.
So I guess I want this to be a warning for people visiting the United States from Germany. If you are a pedestrian in the United States, you are not the priority. You've got to watch out for yourself. Do not trust crosswalks the same way you trust crosswalks in Germany. Alright guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.
Wow, that means Germans are nice people. They are very patient, because their drivers are really patient. Like what he said in USA, don't trust crosswalks, because your life is much more important, because those drivers, they don't care about you. You have to care about yourself. You have to make sure that the car is ready to stop for you. But in Germany, immediately you step your feet on that crosswalk, no matter what the driver is doing, you will press the brake instantly so that you can cross. And even though you're talking and you're taking your time to cross the crosswalks, they will be so patient. They'll not even press the horns. Like, really? You can imagine when he was demonstrating his own, he was kind of hurry. Even before he crossed in Germany, he looked very well to make sure that the car is ready to stop for him, and he was crossing really fast. So in USA, please, if you're a jammer and you're going to USA, you have to take note of this traffic rules and this crosswalk rules, because your life is much more important. And in Africa, all over the world, just know the rules and regulations of that country, abide by it. You know, like I said earlier, in Ghana, yeah, it's not the case. In Ghana, when it comes to traffic lights and the light hasn't turned green, they will not cross, even though the car is from afar. But me, I will cross, because before I cross, I will look and I okay, no car is coming, and I'll run and cross. So everybody just needs to follow the rules and regulations for you to live peacefully in a country or in your country. So guys, it's very nice to learn this, because this was kind of new to me, strange to me, and I was glad that I stumbled upon this video and I learned. I hope you guys learned a lot on this. So guys, that's all I have for you in this particular video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more. Like, share and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.